So we're off and running in this gold medal match. Italy on the left of the screen, China on the right. It's an accumulator that will go up to a total score of 45. Or if we don't make it to the total score, then it's 3-minute bouts, 9 of them. So right-hander against left-hander means that they're glued to the far side of the piece there. And Bozza will be looking to try and beat the opponent's blade to the inside and score. China have done well to get to this point, but on paper, you think the Italians are favourite going into this. Big cheer. Her attack with a non-fencing arm. It was well after the point had been scored, and it didn't happen. So Tang needs to be careful on launching an attack because Bozza is proving to be very good at defending. Even if she's right in the back. Again, Tang needs to find a way of closing the distance right before she launches the attack. Again, both are just happy to back away. They're going to step away for the break as the score sits at 4-1. So good work for the Italians, good work for Alessandra Bozza. And Bozza will hand over to Gaia Traditi. Taking it up for the Chinese team, it will be Xu Nuo. Nuo ranked 113th in the world from Nantong. She actually won a bronze medal in a Grand Prix back in 2016. She's 25 now. fighting the attack on there, a little bit of second intention. So two lefties up against each other. Left-handers normally have a slight advantage because there are slightly less of them. And right-handers aren't used to fencing them. But when you get two left-handers against each other, it kind of makes for an interesting tactical battle. So Traditi trying to get hold of Shu's blade there, but was unable to keep complete control of it. I think Shu's pretty happy with the work that she's done. Doesn't want to give Traditi a chance to claw back some of the work. And passivity called. So P yellows shown. 17 seconds left on the clock now. We've just been shown P yellow cards. I'm not sure if they're going to launch any attacks in the final few seconds. Sure they're not, as we will step away and we'll go to the third period. So coming on for Italy is Roberta Marzani, and for China, Shi Yuxin. She, 22 years old, 88th in the world. Marzani, 27, 42nd in the world rankings. Marzani's personal best this season was an 8th in the World Cup in Barcelona. The hit was scored and the referee agrees. No touch, pas de touche.
No. 13 seconds.
So 15 seconds before non-combativity is called. No, well, referee called halt again. because the Chinese team were trailing, it would have given a point to the Italians. Well, I picked a moment there, and she caught a little flat-footed. And the Italians have re-established a lead. Took the blade on the way in. Take the moment there. And the score, a low scoring match so far, 15 the target in this third leg.
Grazie, amica mia, grazie.
So just seconds left on the clock. Marzani pushing forward, but with no real attempt. And 7 apiece. So we've had the first third of this gold medal match, and it's all square. And coming on for Italy, it's Alessandra Bozza, and for China, Xu Nuo. So we've seen both of these fences before. Bozza in the first leg, she won that one 4-1 over Tang. And Xu in the second leg won 3-1 over Traditi. Nice point there from Bozza. Just finding that hit to the wrist of Xu. Telling tactic really does seem to back away. And then just when Xu thinks he's close enough, well, that time, and Bozza just apologizing to her teammates and her coach. It's not what she intended. Shu has the height advantage and has the reach advantage, but needs to find a way through on the attack that doesn't allow her blade to be picked up by the Italian and diverted off its course. Double scored. It was Bozza that looked. Well, containment really much the name of the game in this fourth period, in this fourth leg. And 2 apiece. Both of these fencers did well in their first fights. And the coach must have just said, well, don't let either of them get away. So coming on for Italy, it's Roberta Marzani, and for China, it's Tang Yunyao. Nine apiece, the score. We're into the 5th bout of 9. Referee, fences cross, referee calls halt. The ding of the guard, familiar sound in épée. Marzani. See, with épées, they often go for a compound attack, so they'll look to hit maybe once, twice, 3 times in a move. Really following the pattern of the Italian, inviting the Chinese to attack, then trying to pick up a blade and then hit her with a riposte. Again, Tang is the one that's is coming forward and pushing and attacking. And Marzani trying to pick her moments on the defense. Sometimes push forward like that. Double. Wow. Referee Kelly Kohler's having a look at the video. And a double it is. it just ticks the scoreboard along. High-low from Tang long attack. And Marzani frustrated that she wasn't able to get a single light on there, because Tang did really attack from quite far out, and Marzani saw her coming and had a real opportunity. So Italian coach just calling 10, 10 seconds left on the clock to Marzani, and they will step away. Score in that leg, 4-3 to the Italians, and it's a 1-point lead, a slender lead. As we go into the sixth period. Just over halfway through now. Well, it's setting itself up quite nicely if the Chinese can keep in touch, keep it tight. And it's all going to come down, I think, to the final two legs. So into the sixth of 9. Traditi is on for China and she for Italy, and she on for China. Well, Traditi's just asking if that one was scored off the floor. So asking the referee, Kelly Kohler, to have a look at that one. She wasn't sure if it was a strike to her foot or if it came off the floor. One stands, and it's one apiece in this sixth leg. Lines bringing her weapon around underneath the Italian's blade. Traditi a little disappointed. The referee had called halt there, but they had come together. So scores are level, and it tends to be when the score's level that the well, she had two goes at it. The first hit was no. So when she crossed past Traditi, Traditi has one chance at hitting she, and on the first attempt she didn't hit. Second attempt she did, but you only get the one chance. It was good work from Traditi to rescue a double there. again. Frustration for Gaia Traditi. She will be coming on in the 9th as the anchor for Italy. She levels the score again. Just kind of dropped her épée onto the ground. Walked off the piece, which she's not really supposed to do. And that wasn't the one she wanted. She's trying another one. Well, Italian bot's getting very animated. Gaia Traditi working their way forward, pressing, trying to re-establish that lead. The Italians' tactic in this match very much get a slender lead, then sit back and defend and invite the Chinese on. And it's the way it's gone pretty much all the way through. Well, that one ends 4 apiece, so that slender 1-point lead for the Italians rolls over as we go into the final third. Marzani is on for Italy and Xu for China. Well, Marzani against Xi lost 2-3, and against Tang won 4-3, so she's on a 0 indicator. She's basically scored as much as she's had scored against her. Xu won her first bout 3-1 and tied the second one 2 apiece, so she's on a +2 indicator going into this. And the Italians have that 1-point lead, so it means they defend. And they can score well on. Xu that's having to do all the work, finding different ways, offering different points of attack. And just pressing the Italian back. Well, Marzani, she thought she'd done enough to score that counter-attack. Couple of beats of the blade, then leapt in, but Xu was able to pick her off. So one apiece in the 7th. So P-red's shown, and it means
19 here, this one, 90, 90, 90.
and the score moves on to 2019. And Marzani and Xu equal that one at 3 apiece. So very much containment in that 7th period. We're going on to the 8th now. Bozza coming on for Italy. Xi for China. So don't expect any drastic change in tactics for the Italians. They're happy just to sit on a slender lead. They know that statistically they can score more points defending than having to chase. Double scored. She was the instigator of the attack. But Bozza able to double it out. And that one double took just under a minute. It's not exactly high pace yet. It will pick up in the final leg, it has to. Well, scores a... Still Xi that's pressing forward from China. Doubled. So Xi trying to find a way through. Only one single light hit has been scored in this bout, and that was to Xi. composers on containment mode, really is. Is not attacking, just defending and trying to double out. Well, she's doing her best to try and get single lights, but so we are going to go into the 9th leg with the scores tied at 23 apiece. It's all going to come down to the anchor leg, and it's going to be between Tang and Traditi. So 3 minutes of fencing. Could have dispatched with the first 8 legs and just got Traditi and Tang out to fence 3 minutes. A lot of knowledge gained, but the scores are level. So here we go, the final leg, 9th period, 23 all. Who is going to take the initiative first? Ooh, crowd getting a little bit ahead of themselves there. They thought that Tang had landed a hit, but no light on. Traditi's coming forward. They Coracore. So right-hander against left-hander. Traditi has the slight reach advantage. Pushes forward. Tang goes for it again. So, last bout. Perhaps a little bit distracted. Now has to focus, has to concentrate. Italy have a 2-point deficit. The first time they got, that was a lovely hit. Great accuracy from Tang, just catching Traditi on the wrist. And Traditi looks to her coach. Same thing. Traditi is closing the distance, offering that wrist as a target, and it's a tough target to hit, but Tang's done it twice now, so Traditi is going to have to rethink a way of pressing forwards and closing the distance. Four 0 in this final leg. And we're halfway through it. Traditi needs to get some single lights on the box, tries to take the blade on the way in. Great defense. But finally, Traditi finds a way to score the hit. And at that point, decides that she needs to tie her hair back. So has found a way through on Tang. Of course, if your hair does come undone and drops down, it's not going to stop the point from being scored in épée. It's not covering the target, but it's just distracting. So 1 minute 27 left on the clock. It's a 3-point deficit that Traditi needs to make back up here. So yeah, Traditi is trying to control the blade of the Chinese fencer on the way in, but couldn't do it. And a 4-point lead, make that a 5-point lead. Traditi got flat-footed. Earlier on, they had an opportunity to try and extend a lead. They didn't, they sat on it. Happy to keep it tight. Double scored. 45 seconds left on the clock. A 5-point deficit. Not looking good for the Italians. Traditi has to go for it now. Really has to attack. All guns blazing. There's one. Much more positive. Moving forward, sabre style. The Sabreurs are waiting in the wings to come on for the men's team sabre gold medal match. And Traditi has to push and attack. There we go, 3 in a row. That silenced the crowd. Okay, 2. Can I do it again? Controls the blade, gets the hit, no! Good defense from Tang there. All again, I'll caught that. Tang didn't back off that time, stood her ground. And I think it's over for the Italians. It was a nice little comeback while it lasted, those 3 points. But Tang has found a way and will move. And this will just continue through until the end now. 8 seconds left on the clock. No, Traditi just said, no, I've had enough. And the Chinese are... Well, they set up... So time now for the bronze medal was decided between Japan and Hungary. Hungary came through winners of that 42-33, and in the gold medal match it was the Italians that took on the home favourites China, and going into that you would have favoured the Italians, but it was China that came through in the end. It was all square going into the 9th leg, 23 apiece. Medalists from Italy. The substitute there, Sara Maria Kowalczyk, won a silver medal in the individual competition as well. Gaia Traditi, Roberta Marzani and Alessandra Bozza. And Tang Yunyao did not go the way that they wanted. So congratulations to the People's Republic of China. They take gold in the women's team épée competition. Italy takes silver, with Hungary in bronze.
向获奖运动员表示这。